Bedtime shorts, the ant in the forest. You could hear the axe in the wind long before it ever touched the bark. Every day after school, for as long as he could remember, Jamie ran down the hill behind his house and through the rustling grass to meet the old willow at the edge of the forest. He was just 5 when he first found it, an enormous tree with drooping limbs like curtains and a hollow in the trunk just big enough for him to sit in. But this was no ordinary tree. It could speak. Its voice was deep, patient, and kind, like wind through a cave or rain on stone. Jamie never questioned it. He simply listened. "Why can you talk?" Jamie had asked once. The tree had chuckled, its leaves trembling like laughter. "Old things remember how to speak, Jamie. The world just stopped listening." They spoke of stars and animals, and why birds always seemed to hurry. Jamie asked about school, bullies, his mom's strange silences, and eventually his dad's cold, hard voice and the way he looked at the land like it was something broken to be fixed. The tree never gave him answers, only stories. Stories of seeds that grew into forests, of trees that stood watch over ancient ruins, of storms that couldn't break their roots. Jamie grew, but he never outgrew the tree. He started bringing books, snacks, even secrets. One day, when Jamie was around 10, he came to the tree with tears in his eyes. "Dad says this land isn't ours. He says he bought it, and he's going to clear it all, build something." The tree didn't respond at first. Then softly, as if from deep underground, it said, "Even the oldest trees can fall. Some wisdom cannot protect us." Jamie frowned. What does that mean? The willow didn't answer. Days turned into years. The tree grew thinner, quieter. Jamie, now a teenager, visited less, until one day, a hard thud echoed through the valley. He ran to the edge of the forest, and there, where the willow had always stood, was a ring of pale splinters in the ground. A cold stump, sawdust. He dropped to his knees. There was no farewell, no final story, just silence and a memory that smelled of sap and smoke. He stood there for a long time, maybe hours, maybe years. Then he whispered to the stump, "You had so many stories, but not enough to save yourself." And in the breeze, somewhere deep in the memory of the leaves, a soft voice replied, "That is the oldest story of them all. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more."